Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you a couple of Rough Rider knives I bought, and both cheap Rough Rider knives, around £15–16 each, off Heine Haynes. One of them is my knife of the year for 2025, my best buy of 2025. It come right at the end of the year when I got it, and this is the one, and it is the Rough Rider Half Hawk. It's like a jackknife. You've got your main blade and your pen blade, and you've got that sway back design with that curve, and you've got them blue denim McCarter scales, very nice, like the denim on the jeans, denim McCarter, and you've got that, which is very nice. I love that McCarter, it's very classy. And you've got them nickel silver pins, nickel silver bolster pinched at the top of that R. A lot of people ain't really fond of the R. I think Rough Rider have started to do away with the R, but I quite like it on this knife as it hasn't got a shield. I think the pinch, the stamp bolster and the shield can be a little bit too much, but on this knife I think it looks well. Very, very well made, this knife. The back springs, there is not a gap in them. Very well made, you can't see any light through them. You've got them brass liners, stainless steel back springs, nice and tight all the way around. You've got that little bit of, on this side, you just got the unstamped on the rear side of the knife, just with the bit of fluting going around the bolster. On the main blade, you've got about 6 into the pull, so like a medium pull into the half stop, and again a 6 into the nice solid lock up click into the open position. And you've got that sheep's foot blade, bit of swedging on both sides, nice match strike nail pull, and you've got that double R on the tang stamp, and then you've just got the model number, made in China. You see the carbon steel with that patina on there, carbon steel. And on the half stop you've got a nice, not spongy at all, nice solid click into the half stop, and a lovely snap in the close. They're not perfectly centered, these blades, but they're not touching any liners. The pen blade is favouring the show side a bit, which is handy because you do have to get your nail right in there to open it, so you will be pushing it over. If it was a little bit more centered, it might be in the liner as you open it. And again, you've got that 2 R's on the tang stamp, and your match strike pull, and you've got a 2.5-inch blade with a 2-inch cutting edge. Again, very good click, not spongy half stop into the closed position, lovely snap. All pen blades have a good snap, don't they? And yeah, this knife is about £16 off of Heine Haynes. I only paid the shipping because I used my Heine Haynes points, so it cost me about £6 this knife, and it is my best knife I have bought last year. Love it, absolutely love it. You can spend 80–70 odd pound on a knife, on a traditional knife from like a case, and it ain't going to be as good as this. It's not going to be as good as this, I'm telling you. I'm not going to tell you what and what not to spend your money on. It's your hard-earned money, you spend it what you like. But this is very, very good value for money. Love it. My best knife of 2025. Second one, again, knife from Rough Rider, around the same sort of price, about £15–16 of Heine Haynes. And I keep it in this nice little brown leather sheath, and I've been carrying this one. And it is, I think they just call it the Rough Rider G10 slip joint. I think it's advertised on there. And as you can see, you've got like that gun stock pattern, and you've got them checkered G10, black G10 scales, nice and grippy. And you've got stainless steel Allen bolts holding the scales on, and there's no back spring pin. I'm assuming that's internal, so it's under the liner, and that helps. So if you want to change the scales and customize it, you haven't got to take the knife apart to do it. You can just take the scales off and redo it, I think. So yeah, so you just screw the other ones, new ones on. Then you've got your stainless steel bolster, stainless steel pins, and there's a washers in there for the pivot. And you've got that deep carry pocket clip, very good strong pocket clip, and a lanyard hole. I've just put a bit of leather loose knot on there. You can't really pinch this one open, there's not really enough there to grab hold of, so you do have to get your nail in there, and it's about 5 on the pull, nice medium pull into that half stop, and a good nice click into the open position. And you've got that spear point blade with that cut out open nail nick, about just under 3 inches, about just over, yeah, under 3 inches on the blade, so it's nice and UK legal. I think it's just over 2.5 inch cutting edge, and I think it's like a black stone wash, and I think it's just a 440A stainless and a black stone wash. 440A is it's good pocket knife steel. It doesn't hold an edge fantastically great, but it's very easy to get sharp. So as long as you can sharpen a knife, 440A, you ain't gonna have no problem with it. Again, very good click and click into the half stop, not spongy or bouncy, nice and solid. One thing I would have liked a little bit different is if it had that kick to choke up on, so you haven't got that, so you've got to be a little bit careful when you're doing it, because it does have a stop pin. You can just see it in there, that pin, and that stops the blade from hitting the back spring and getting blade wrap, as we call it, which is the blade hits the back spring and puts a little dent in your blade. I hate that. That is one of my words. I hate it. You can blunt your knife and then sharpen it a couple of times and then it goes, but it is annoying because you want your knife to be able to cut properly. But this obviously doesn't have that problem, but it doesn't have that kick. So, and even though it does have the stop pin, it's still a nice little snap. I think these bolsters, the way these modern slip joints are a lot stronger than the traditional knife. I really love my traditional slip joints, but it pains me to say it, but this method is stronger than like your 3 or 4 mil nickel silver pin just holding it. This is, some of them are like titanium bolts and everything like that, so it does make for a very, very strong pivot. So if you want to get anything hard done, like getting down in a root, cutting the tree root, or cutting a small branch off a tree, you know what I mean, it's going to hold up better than a traditional method with the pin. And because you do it with the traditional knife, you do something hard and the blade starts to rock and the pivot starts to wear. With this, if the only way this is going to start rocking, if the bolts come loose, you just tighten them back up and it'll stop. That blade is dead centre down the middle, and again on the back spring, lovely and tight, no gaps, very well made. I know they're machine made, this is like all CNC machine made, but it's very, very well made, and it is good. It's cheap. They're my 2 Rough Rider knives. Thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.